and global politics. Today we will discuss about the relation between media and global politics. We all know that media plays a pivotal role in shaping and influencing world politics. In today's interconnected and digital world, the media is not just a passive observer, but an active participant in global politics. From reporting on international events to framing narratives and influencing public opinion, the media wields significant power in the realm of world politics. This lecture explores the relationship between media and world politics, delving into its impact on international relations, diplomacy, and the global public disclosure. First of all, we have to discuss the power of information. Media serves as a primary conduct of information in the world of politics. It provides news, analysis, and commentary on global events, enabling citizens to stay informed about developments both at home and abroad. In an era of instant communication, the media has the ability to bring international events to the forefront of public, thereby shaping public opinion and influencing government policies. Now we discuss agenda setting and framing. One of the most profound ways in which media influences national or local or world politics is through agenda setting and framing. Media outlets decide which stories to cover and how to present them, effectively setting the agenda for public discourse. This can have a significant impact on how issues are perceived. For example, the media's framing on a conflict can influence whether it is seen as a righteous struggle for freedom or an act of aggression. Next, shaping public opinion. How media is shaping public opinion? Media has the power to shape public opinion, which in turn can influence government decisions. Politicians and leaders pay close attention to public sentiment, and media coverages can sway popular perception of issues and leaders. We know media can make a man leader. Again, media can make a leader to a common people. Press conference, interviews, and social media posts of world leaders can have a direct impact on global politics. Additionally, the media can contribute to the escalation or de-escalation of conflicts by framing diplomatic efforts positively or negatively. In crisis communication, this is very much important. Crisis communication is very much important for political parties and as well as for politicians. During crisis, whether they are neutral, disaster, or international conflicts, the media plays a pivotal role in disseminating information and shaping responses. timely and accurate reporting can save lives by providing critical information to the affected populations. Conversely, sensationalized or inaccurate reporting can exacerbate crisis and create panic. Now we have to think about the challenges and concerns. While media's role in world politics can be highly beneficial, it also poses several challenges and concerns. Number one is misinformation and fake news. In the digital age, everywhere we can find misinformation and fake news. Digital age has made it easier for false information to spread rapidly. Misinformation and fake news can have detrimental effects on international relations and public perception of global events. Number two is bias and sensationalism. Some media outlets are accused of bias, sensationalism, or promoting a particular political agenda. This can undermine the credibility of media organizations and hinder their ability to provide objective reporting. And the third one is polarization. Media outlets that cater to specific political ideologies can contribute to polarization both domestically and internationally. This polarization can make it difficult to find common ground and achieve diplomatic solutions. Now we have to concern about the manipulation by state actors. We know everywhere there is a manipulation on media. Some governments and state actors use media as a tool for propaganda and disinformation. They manipulate narratives to achieve their geopolitical goals, making it challenging to discern the truth. What is the effect of media in global politics? The recent events that include the sudden outrage sown by the Islamic nations against the BJP spokesperson, the narrative developed by Pakistan on Kashmir, attracting US Secretary of State Blinken's statement that the United States was monitoring the rise of human rights abuses in India by some officials. The continuing attacks on the government for allegedly in pro-right wing approach and the NATO's narrative on the Ukrainian conflict indicate that media is now assuming the role of the decisive factor in international relations. The speed with which the statement of the BJP spokesperson was disseminated, which relations by several Islamic nations suggests the indomitable force of media in impacting international ties. Crucially, the spokesperson says the interview was edited to give an impression that she used derogatory language for the Prophet that attracted severe criticism for the Islamic nations. She apologized, and the Indian government stated that the statement came from the fringe element in a damage control exercise. The controversy over CAA, Temple Moscow issues were projected by Pakistan and its supporters as attacks on the minority, which often drew adverse comments from Islamic countries and YC. The colonial situation is projected as oppression of minorities. The Islamic religious leaders even justify violence. The Quasi of Kanpur statement, similarly the NATO narrative on the Ukrainian situation is dominating, while the Russian narrative hardly gets mentioned in the electronic media. While 100 nations either remained neutral or sided with Russia, and only 93 nations supported the NATO, the latter's narrative is well publicized. There is no case to support the Russian invasion, but this is yet another example of the media role. The big media giants and channels are either owned or under the influence of NATO and its allies. All the above incidents indicate the powers of media in international relations. Media is the king, and international ties and a dominance in this sphere gives an upper hand over others. The battlefield of international politics has shifted from geographical and physical levels to communication levels, with modern media tools playing a crucial role. In perspective and image-making role, turning the domestic population as a weapon of adversaries. And now the time of rising of social media. The advent of social media in recent years has intensified the influence of media in Indian politics. Social media platforms such as Twitter, Facebook and Instagram have become vital tools for politicians and political parties to reach out to communicate with the public in the time of vote or not vote. Citizens now have a voice thanks to social media, which allows them to share their ideas and concerns. Nonetheless, the use of social media in Indian politics has been a source of contention, with concern raised about fake news and disinformation. During the COVID-19 pandemic, some Indian media outlets were accused of spreading misinformation about the virus, including conspiracy theories and false cures that became very popular through social media. This contributed to a climate of fear and confusion, leading to panic buying or unproven treatments and unnecessary travel. In this context, we have to think about a major problem, that is Eurojournalism. We know that Eurojournalism is a major problem for all type of journalism, and in international relations, many times Eurojournalism can harm international relations between two countries. The role of the media in Indian politics has not been without difficulties. The media has been accused of prejudice, sensationalism, and a lack of impartiality on several occasions. Political parties and political leaders have accused the media of being influenced by corporate interests and acting against them. The role of the media in molding public opinion has also been challenged, with some claiming that media coverage is frequently sensationalizing and lacks substance. One of the best examples of understanding this is to look at the coverage of 2012 Delhi gang rape case. The media coverage of the brutal gang rape and murder of a young woman in Delhi was criticized for being sensationalized and exploratory. Some channels aired graphic details and images of the victim, which violated her privacy and dignity. The media coverage also contributed to mob violence and vigilantism many times. And this also impacts on global politics, because image of a nation when Eurojournalism make a biased news, then it affects the national character in the international platform. In this matter, I have to conclude the media is very important in global as well as national politics. It serves as a watchdog, alerting citizens about government activities and holding them accountable. The media also influences public opinion and plays an important role in elections also. The emergence of social media has intensified the media's role in global politics, make it more essential than ever. Yet the media's involvement in Indian politics is fraught with the difficulties, and the media must retain its neutrality and objectivity when reporting. Now we will discuss about the social media and politics, a role of social media and politics. According to the government of India, now we will discuss an important thing, that is social media and politics. In India, according to the government of India, social media users in the country have surpassed the 500 million mark, with WhatsApp, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter claiming 530, 448, 410, 210 and 15 million users respectively. According to the recent survey, 1/6 of Indian WhatsApp users were part of a WhatsApp group either managed by a political party or its leader. Same thing in other countries also. We can see the effect of social media in US politics also. Social media platforms are facing a myriad of criticism ranging from accusation of contributing to rising anxiety and suicide rates among American teenagers to profiting from selling personal data and compromising individual privacy. The Black Lives Matter movement in 2020 demonstrated that prominent racial justice and equality movements could be organized through digital activism, which gained widespread support and online engagements. Not only in India, impact of social media is in every country. If you can see the situation of USA, social media platforms are facing a myriad of criticism ranging from accusation of contributing to rising anxiety and suicide rates among American teenagers to profiting from selling personal data and compromising individual privacy.